How pleased were you with the efforts and the performance from the lads today?
Really pleased with the effort. I mean, you can see at the end of the game the lads are crawling off the pitch. They've put so much into it, and I've only got praise for the players today because they've had a really tough weekend last weekend about the gaffer, and it's been a big week on the training ground. There's been lots of information and lots of work on how we're going to play, and I was encouraged by it. We worked a lot on how we could get in the opposition half in possession of the ball, and we knew this week building into it Colchester are a very good pressing side, so we knew we had to be good at it, and on a difficult pitch, by the way, because you probably look from the side and it looks a lovely green lush flat pitch, isn't it? It's tough. So the lads have done great. Probably for us moving forward, we need to now work from the halfway line to the final third on what we see and how we get in and we create more chances, but really positive to start today.
And the diamond formation today, and that's where the goal came from. Josh Hawke's lovely ball forward, and Harvey using his pace and getting his first Tranmere goal, a big moment for him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm delighted. I think everyone's delighted. I mean, our supporters know the game and know football and know it really works for them and tries every game, and he's been that desperate to score for the club. I'm so happy for him. I'm delighted for him, and I think there's going to be more goals to come. I think he's one of them where once he gets his first, hopefully he can go on and run a goal scoring form, and it was great to take the lead. I thought we deserved it. Listen, with Tranmere, we come here, we want to win the game. We've come and set up to win the game today, and are we a little bit disappointed we haven't? Of course we are. We said that to the lads. We've got to have that mentality, but you've also got to look at the bigger picture, and they've had 1 week of working on how we're going to play, and there was really positive outcomes from it.
1-0 at half time. I mean, they're fighting for their lives. You expect to come back and really get at you in the second half, and it was a real strong physical battle then, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I mean, going into the game, these are a better team than what their league position suggests. They made a lot of additions in the January that strengthened them, and their league position's a little bit false at the moment. You only have to look at the performance last week against Leighton Orient. They drew the game, but they were the better side, so we knew it was going to be tough, and like you say, they had nothing to lose. They were fighting for their lives, but I'll tell you what, I'll give our lads credit. We're resilient, and the only thing that we conceded from was a penalty. Whether that was a penalty or not, it's debatable. I don't know. I haven't really seen it properly, but I'll have to see it back.
And of course you could have had a penalty right at the end as well, with Harvey again involved, couldn't you?
Yeah. I mean, I think if he had a little bit more energy left in his legs, he might have skipped by the lad, but like I say, they've just worked so hard today. They're crawling off the pitch, and I mean, that's the minimum requirements for a Tranmere player, is that you put everything into it, you try and play the right way, you crawl off the pitch, and I think the fans see that and they accept that. I think that's what the area is about: hard work and graft and players who care for the club and the badge.
The referee made the penalty decisions, as they didn't give one at the start of the second half, then gave that one, and you want to have another look at it. You don't get one at the end, but 13 bookings in a game, it wasn't that sort of game, was it?
Yeah, I mean, I was a little bit surprised about the amount of bookings, because it didn't seem that sort of tight, but like I say, a game in itself, I thought it was a really good game of football. They threw everything at it, we threw everything at it, and even at the end, we're still trying to win the game. We had chances, they're trying to win the game, had chances, and I think both teams went out for a win today, and I thought it was entertaining. I'm disappointed we haven't won the game, like I say, but I'm looking at it going Monday. There's a really good foundation to work from here.
What are you looking to be better at? I mean, what's the keys to moving forward now?
Like I say, I mean, you've got to work in stages. So getting from your own goal area to over the halfway line in comfortable possession is big. But we worked a lot on that this week because it's so important. We just give them ideas. Past that, we've got to work really hard now. We're going into the final third, the movement and creating more chances. We did create a few chances today, but I was watching it thinking we need to get better at that and we can create more. But the players are good at taking the information on. I'm sure they'll work and get better at it.
And still 270 fans here, this afternoon as well, right behind you till the end, and that's a reward for them as well.
Oh, the fans are great. I mean, credit to them coming all this way, and like with what happened at the weekend, new manager and things like that, and they always showed the support for the club, and I thought they were fantastic today, much louder than the opposition support, and they supported the lads all the way through. And I think what was key in it all was they trusted the lads playing, because the way we did play and we are going to play, we are going to risk the ball at times, and we can't have like moans and groans, and they never done that. They backed the players because they see the reward about getting over the halfway line with comfortable possession. Like I say, it's a different way, and I think the fans were great in buying into that.
And Rhys Hughes off at half time, was that an injury or was that just a tactical?
No, listen, Rhys has done really well, he's done great. There's a lot of demands on the side of the diamond. It's a completely new position for him. I thought he was outstanding in possession. It was just what we've seen, and like he's had a tough week, he's had a physical week, and we were just looking at it, just looked a little bit like it was new to him, and listen, he's done really well for us. We just looked at it towards the last 10 minutes of the first half, looking like the pitch had zapped him a little bit, but with how we play, another one as well is we're going to have to make subs, because there is a physical demand on them, and players are going to have to come out that shape because they have to put so much into it. It is going to be freshened up, and I thought that was the right time to do him, not because of his performance, just because of like the physicality of it.
For something to build up.
But yeah. I mean, the way we look at it in the shape is that we can make 5 subs now, and we've got players who are capable. It was very close between him and Lee anyway, and the way we look at it for the energy, we can have 45 to 60 minutes of energy with one player and bringing the other player on, and it's got to work like that at times. Sometimes a player might be doing really well, but his legs are just zapped, and we just have to freshen it up.
Safe journey home.
Thanks very much. Cheers.